All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves and let's do this.
They're set to do it again. The champion, the challenger. The belt is on the line. 5-minute rounds. Dillashaw, Barao. Here we go. The champion in the black trunks, the challenger in the white trunks. Footwork absolutely spectacular on the side of TJ Dillashaw. Look at how confident he comes out.
Footwork and athleticism. Can't be too confident, though.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Don't have too much fun.
He is fighting Barao, and Barao is a bad dude.
We have talked so much, even tonight, Joe, about this rematch. The big punch landed early from Dillashaw was definitely a game changer. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan in Chicago, live on Fox. Our main event, a rematch for the title at 135.
That punch was certainly a huge factor in the fight, and the same thing can happen in this fight from
Either
Barao.
way.
Oh, like that.
Right
like that
there.
left hand right there. A hard left hook by Barao.
Barao had been unbeaten for almost 10 years when they first
Good
fought.
knees to the body by Barao there.
We all know the improvement of Dillashaw. Barao more focused and prepared than ever.
Good uppercut by TJ and a good straight left.
Interesting
Kick
angle.
to the body. Whoa, he went high.
TJ in the southpaw stance here.
Beautiful jab by TJ. Nice knee by TJ. Oh, he hurt him.
Got it over the top and connected.
Barao's in trouble.
Again.
He tagged him again.
Two big shots landed by the champion. The first fight was 14 months ago. The chant of USA for Dillashaw.
Both working hard inside the clinch here. I'm surprised that Dillashaw is looking, I'm not sure if he's looking to take him down or just clinch with him, but I would be surprised if he tried to take him to the ground. It's a dangerous proposition. Barao is a very high-level black belt. Nice knee to the body there by Barao.
Barao's trainer, UFC veteran Andre Pederneiras. Joe Hennon, the 100th black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Pederneiras.
Another hard knee to the body by Barao. Barao's getting off some good shots inside this clinch.
Let us not forget, you don't put together 35 fights unbeaten if you aren't truly one of the greatest in the world.
Another one. That's a good one to the solar plexus by Barao. Well, he's unquestionably one of the best in the world. The question is whether or not he's recovered psychologically and physically from their first fight. I mean, he took a beating physically in that fight as well as psychologically.
Little slip by Dillashaw. Don't forget, after our main event right here on Fox, tune in to Fox Sports 1 for our post-fight show. A big flurry here with just under 2 on the clock.
TJ Dillashaw scoring early in this first round.
It was one big strike, and it was Dillashaw who connected in the first fight. The phrase autopilot had been used, Joe, that Hen and me have not fully recovered at all. But as you said earlier, that big shot can come from either one of these men at any time.
This southpaw thing is really interesting because I really don't remember seeing him do this as much. Oh, beautiful right hook there. Barao got stung again and a
good kick.
And Barao with a good inside leg kick of his own. Beautiful
Big
right
pressure
hook.
by Dillashaw.
Beautiful jab as well.
For Hennon to work. And that southpaw stance also, Joe, takes away that heavy leg kick of Hennon Barao.
Yeah, but it doesn't because the inside leg kick is just as strong by Barao, and you just saw him land that and kick out TJ's leg.
See if he switches back and forth here. Final minute of the first of a potential 5-minute rounds.
The southpaw stance also opens up the power kick off the back leg for both fighters. A little bit better for TJ because it targets the liver on the right side of the body.
What a pace set early by the champion. There's his 50th.
Oh, beautiful shot to the head. And disguised it with the hands.
And then Barao scores. Hands down, relaxed, confident.
And Barao tagged him. Barao tagged him.
You gotta be careful.
And TJ's talking to him.
We are off and running here in Chicago. Round 2. This is what I heard most dynamically in the corner of Dillashaw, Joe. Don't stand in front of him. It's his only chance.
Yeah, they said you're a more intelligent fighter than that. Don't get caught up in a brawl. They want him to utilize that footwork that he used so effectively in the first fight, and he's doing it now. Now you're seeing these beautiful angles and movement from TJ Dillashaw that makes him so special.
Nice clinch. Answered, though. No one has ever doubted the toughness of Henderson Barao. 35 career victories. Only defeated twice.
Even if TJ doesn't take him down here, what he's making Hennon do is defend the takedown, which requires an incredible amount of energy. Henderson Barao is a guy who, although he's an incredible fighter, if he has a weakness in his overall game, it's been his conditioning. We've seen him fade in fights. He's a big guy. He cuts a lot of weight to make 135, and this is the kind of fighting that really taxes a fighter. When you're watching this at home, it looks like nothing's happening. But right now, both of these guys are straining intermittently with 100% of their effort, and that takes a lot of energy.
Henderson Barao has never been taken down inside the octagon. Stopped all 27 of his opponent's attempts coming into this fight. No other fighter's even done it 20 times.
He's very, very special in that, and very special in his athletic ability.
The kid from Rio tonight. We are in Rio 1 week from tonight. UFC 190. The action begins at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1, streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
A lot of southpaw from TJ Dillashaw, and very effective with it.
Look at that. There's a takedown for Barao.
Right back up to his feet. And spins him right around. That's the aggressiveness. Oh, nice knee. The competitiveness of TJ Dillashaw. Kid is a Wolverine.
140 significant strikes landed in the first fight between these two men.
That's a nice short knee by Barao on the inside.
Bang Ludwig said more than once, it'll be another easy night. We'll see.
There's nothing easy about this so far. But the more the fight goes like this, beautiful right hand, the more it favors TJ. And Hennon's hurt. He's hurt again.
Dillashaw.
He's on wobbly legs,
yes,
Mike.
he is. And Dillashaw is just connecting at will.
Dillashaw's assessing him, moving around him.
Different fighters, different time. But Joe, I do liken this to when Frankie Edgar thought he could beat BJ Penn, and he did in Abu Dhabi. Then he knew he could beat him again, and I think that's the mindset of TJ Dillashaw. Thought he could the first time, he did. He knows he can tonight. Barao would like to prove him wrong.
Nice high kick there by TJ and a right hand. TJ's picking him apart here.
Snapping that jab.
He also senses that Henderson Barao is slowing down, and he is in a big way. Look at the way he's throwing those punches. They're labored, and a lot of that is because of the grappling, as we talked about before. Nice knee there, though, by Barao, but he took a big, deep breath. And we are still only in the second of 5 rounds.
Right hand to the head of Dillashaw from Barao.
Again, that straight left. He's so good at switching stances and firing punches from both stances. And oftentimes you don't know what he's doing because he's standing at you square. Oh,
over
man.
the top.
Haymaker with a right hand. Oh, and Barao responds with his own.
The former champion, Dominic Cruz, we hope will be back at the turn of the calendar year. But it's amazing to see how Dillashaw has somewhat replicated the footwork that Cruz has had throughout his successful career. Final 30 seconds of round 2 stuffed.
And again, a big shot by TJ.
TJ taking a look at his family.
And he's draining Renan Barao now
Yes.
with this tactic. This is very difficult to defend. A lot of energy. You can't breathe. You're worried about knees to the body.
It's always been a big cut for Aldo at 45 and for his teammate Barao at 135.
He's attacking the body as well here.
Throws that punch. Take his legs. Start chopping him down. Round 3.
The movement of TJ Dillashaw is beautiful. The side-to-side angles. The pressure he's putting on Barao and making him miss. And when you miss, it's exhausting. Beautiful right hand there by TJ.
Right in the pocket.
He's standing right in front of him and slipping angles to the side. Nice leg kick. And TJ is in such great shape that he doesn't have to worry about going 5 rounds like this. It's not even on his mind. Nice leg kick there.
Dillashaw, Joe, has been scheduled twice for 5. He went to the 5th, but not the distance in both. Barao and Soto finished them both in the 5th and final round. Post-fight show.
Oh, beautiful switch there.
Fox Sports
Inside
1.
leg kick.
And then
by
next
Barao
week, the
went
prelims. And they touch. Battle continues.
Good right hook there by TJ. These angles.
Amazing.
God. So many fighters who stand right in front of their opponent. Really learn from this, please. We need to see more of this. This is the future.
And seamlessly switches his stance.
Yes. And what the analysts call neo footwork. Barao, he's got his back here. This gives TJ an opportunity to test his ground game against Barao.
No takedowns officially for either man yet. TJ has not been taken down in his UFC career, just like Barao.
Oh man, again, dinged him with that high kick, right hook. And just moving away effortlessly from Barao's attacks.
With his hands at his waist.
Barao is really slowing down now. And you gotta think, we're in the 3rd. Nice kick to the body. There's 2 more rounds after this, and there's 3 minutes to go almost of this round. It's a long time right now for Renan Barao.
6th time Barao in the UFC has been scheduled for 5 rounds. He went the distance with TJ's mentor teammate Uriah Faber. Finishing the combination. A lot of time left in round 3. Constant pressure.
Again, more of this draining tactic by TJ Dillashaw, forcing Barao to constantly fight him off, defend the takedown, constantly punching him.
To the body.
Ripping those shots to the body.
Don't miss our complete recap of everything that has happened tonight here in Chicago. UFC Fight Night Post-Fight Show. Over on Fox Sports 1, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Ariel Helwani, Daniel Cormier, Brian Stan, Anthony Pettis, Karen Bryant. Uppercut and a knee.
That was a good knee by Barao.
Barao is durable, undoubtedly. You don't go nearly a decade without defeat, without some heart and durability and a bunch of talent. Dillashaw trying to become the first man to take Renan down in the octagon.
And even if he can't take him down, he's forcing Renan to defend constantly. And the only offense Renan's been able to get in these situations is some short knees to the body, which have been effective. There's a nice
another one,
That's
Joe.
a nice one. He needs more of those. I mean, he's so good at them. They come so quickly, with so much snap behind them. He's looking for a guillotine.
Big, deep breaths from the Brazilian. Dillashaw, a little fancy footwork and a lead right hook.
It's hard to tell where that right hook came from. His legs are moving so quickly.
Head kick blocked. Try to catch him on the way back.
Whoa! Barao barely missed with that shot. Oh, nice left hook. Oh,
Set up with a great movement.
Wobbled. He is wobbled.
Final seconds of round 3. 10. Uppercut.
Beautiful right hand by TJ.
Final seconds of the round. Dillashaw attacks.
Wow. Barely survived. On the corner of Hen Barao in between rounds. His coach literally was saying to him, win, come on, win, which is nothing. No technical advice whatsoever. Whereas Bang and Justin Buchholz in the corner of TJ Dillashaw, extremely confident, and their advice technical.
One man said he's done, the other said he's breaking. This might be it right here.
That's it.
Dillashaw looking to finish his fight. TJ Dillashaw.
Unbelievable.
Here it is all over. Dillashaw remains the champion.
Outstanding. Outstanding. What a combination. And Hen Barao is protesting, but he was just saved. He was helpless in that exchange.
His brother Casey in his corner.
Wow.
What a finish. Our move of the fight, sponsored by Metro PCS, where you can get unlimited data, talk, and text on the nationwide T-Mobile network for just $30 period.
Look at this leg kick, and then the left hook. The left hook wobbles him, and look at this combination. Right hand, right hand, right hand, left, right, 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 left. I mean, just beautiful pinpoint accuracy by the champion. There can be no doubt that was a great stoppage. He was not effectively defending himself or intelligently defending himself. It was just heart and will that was keeping him up, but he was taking ungodly punishment here. Look at this. Hands down, just barely staying conscious and getting lit up like a Christmas tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 35 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, TJ Dillashaw.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gonna keep this fight clean. Touch up, let's do this.
Well, it does not get a whole lot bigger or better than this. The Brazilian faithful firmly behind that man, Shogun Rua, taking on the fellow mixed martial arts legend, Dan Henderson. A rematch that Hendo expected to materialize. It does here tonight. 2.5 years in the making. The Fight Clock is brought to you by Marvel's Captain America, the Winter Soldier, in theaters April 4th.
Against James Tahuna in his last fight, Shogun used a lot of angles and footwork. He credited moving from Curitiba back to Sao Paulo to train with his old coaches, to getting more technical and getting out of a brawling style. Already we see him fighting more flat-footed than we saw in the Tahuna fight. If you stand in front of Dan Henderson, his right hand will eventually find you.
And it did find Shogun on that first offering, albeit not with a ton behind it.
Big key for Dan Henderson is more variety in his striking. He cannot be so predictable and allow Shogun to time him. That played a big factor in the 5 takedowns for Shogun in the first fight.
And of course, for Dan Henderson, his last 4 fights in the UFC have all come against former champions as he continues to draw the elite at 43 years of age.
And he'd have it no other way. He only fights the best. There's that big right hand, and Shogun does a nice job after throwing a punch, covering up immediately, not getting hit with a counter.
And you see the respect of the power by both men.
Brutal leg kicks delivered here from Shogun. No attempt to check those kicks or block them from Dan Henderson thus far.
Well, tonight, don't miss Fox Sports Live. It follows the action here on UFC Fight Nights, a bonus post-fight coverage as well. Fox Sports Live, tonight after the fight on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Body kick is there for Shogun Rua, who really seems rejuvenated on the heels of that aforementioned win over Te Huna last December.
Nice kick of his own from Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson said yesterday morning he's going to be a bit more cautious, lower volume of strikes in the earlier rounds, does not want to gas himself out like what happened in the first fight. He has a tremendous amount of respect for the toughness and endurance of Shogun Rua. You're seeing that already. More methodical pace from Dan Henderson.
Just amazing how much damage both guys absorbed back at UFC 139, and yet neither guy was willing to be finished.
It was incredible. It was like both men ripped their chest open so you could see just how big their heart was.
Yeah.
The reason that fight is so legendary because everybody can sit back and admire these two men.
So Hendo starting to find the range a little bit here. Shogun very respectful of that power, keeping those mitts up.
The defensive boxing of Shogun already better than the first fight.
Yeah.
Where he immediately started taking big damage, and he's really letting loose with these leg kicks that can pay big dividends in the later rounds.
Well, a lot of folks forecasted a more deliberate pace to begin things here, and through 3 minutes, that is what we have. A little bit of a feeling out process. Hendo thought briefly about the takedown.
Hendo had a lot of success in the first fight with his right uppercut. Once he got his range, he landed it continuously against Shogun. As Shogun came in, he dipped and ripped with that right uppercut. We'll see if he finds it tonight. Dan has that awkward hunched over stance that can sometimes leave you open to a right high kick if Shogun can wrap it around the left shoulder of Dan Henderson. He has the flexibility and the speed capable of doing that. We'll see if he looks to it later in the fight.
Shogun landing a knee to the body there as we approach the 1 minute mark in the first of a possible 5 rounds.
No surprise after their first war that both men have a tremendous amount of respect for each other here in round 1. Another vicious leg kick landed by Shogun.
Yeah, continuing to chop away on that lead left leg of Dan Henderson.
Oh, huge left hook landed. Shogun appears to be rocked.
Yeah, that one dropped Shogun. He recovered quickly, but Hendo smelling blood. Oh! Down goes Hendo now! And now Shogun appears to have Hendo on the ropes.
Dan's defending. He's starting to get up. I don't know if he looks very wobbly. He's walking on jello. He's grabbing the cage.
And Shogun smart enough to work him back to the canvas.
15 seconds, Dan intelligently grabbing hold. He's got to cover up here. Herb Dean's going to stop this fight.
Oh, Dan Henderson in trouble here, looking to survive to see a second round.
Wow, as advertised.
Shogun trying to posture up. Herb Dean, I believe, has waved things off. Oh,
corner saying now they want him to wrestle. You've been here before, now wrestle, and you must back him up. Already you see Dan Henderson taking steps back and a stiff jab from Shogun Rua.
And no audible horn in the building here after round 1. And once again, Shogun touching Hendo up top.
Incredible awareness by Shogun, who has rocked himself, and we've seen it so many times. Guys look to finish and they get hurt themselves, and another vicious leg kick.
And you wonder at this point if Dan Henderson is fully recovered as he eats another one behind the ear. But Hendo able to return fire.
Those leg kicks are going to limit Dan's ability to execute proper takedowns. That left thigh is going to fill up with blood right now and become dead soon if he doesn't start checking some of those leg kicks.
So certainly a much more calculated approach from Shogun Rua than we saw in the first meeting. Picking his spots effectively.
Well, this clinch right here benefits Dan Henderson, who's getting more time to recover from the barrage in round 1 and the overhand right he was hit with a few seconds ago. Just by the stance of Dan Henderson, he leaves that left leg for the taking. We'll see if Shogun continues that attack.
Endo able to land, and Shogun counters to the body.
We promised everybody at home a war, and they're seeing it. Again, there's a very poor takedown attempt from Dan Henderson. Single leg attempt here by Shogun. Not even close. You got to wonder if some of that's due to that left leg damage he's taken from the leg kicks of Shogun Rua.
And Hendo has become less reliant on the takedown in the latter stages of his MMA career. Shogun snapping off the jab. Oh! Huge uppercut lands flush for Shogun. Hendo's chin has been there throughout his 40-plus fight professional career.
Perfect timing and range by Shogun as he threw that uppercut. Surprised he's not posturing up, trying to finish Dan Henderson right now. He's obviously learned his lesson from the last fight where they both hurt each other. Both were physically exhausted by the end of the fight. And as promised, Shogun is fighting much more technical than the first fight.
Certainly a much better start for Shogun Rua, who is down 3 rounds to none before staging that tremendous comeback. 2 minutes now to go in round 2.
And again, Dan Henderson using this time to recover right now, gather his wits. Shogun with very limited output here on top.
Hendo keeping Shogun's body in tight to prevent some of that offense. Shogun trying to posture up for an elbow, but not a ton behind it.
Well, Henderson's keeping his guard close, trying to tie Shogun up and get the referee to stand them back up. Barring a miracle here, this could put Henderson down 2 rounds to none right now.
Little exhale there from Shogun, who seems content to work out of Dan Henderson's guard. Don't forget, Fox Sports Live follows us right here on Fox Sports 1. That includes some bonus post-fight coverage from what has been a tremendous UFC fight night here in Brazil.
Shogun fighting very smart here, but surprised that he allowed Dan Henderson to recover after that huge uppercut.
And there is the stand-up now from Herb Dean.
At no time did Shogun really try to pass the guard there. Wasn't landing significant strikes. Good stand-up there from Herb Dean.
And again, hard to quantify what kind of factor the heat and humidity is, but certainly cannot dismiss it as a factor in what is scheduled for 5 rounds.
Shogun doing a very nice job with his jab, keeping Dan Henderson in his range. Both the jab and the leg kick have really set up all of Shogun's striking attacks thus far.
And really, as soon as Hendo tries to wind up on that right hand, Shogun is backing up with immediacy.
And that one big right hand, and he eats a big uppercut.
And in Dan Henderson's corner, the message was that they believe that left hand of Shogun is dropping. If he can feint with the jab and throw that right hand over the top, they believe it'll be there.
And you're right, he just threw a jab. The left hand returned to his thigh before it went back upstairs. And there Dan whiffs with that big right hand. Dan is at his best when he throws combinations, not just one punch at a time looking to counter. When Dan is moving forward, mixing up his punches and finishing with that big overhand right after closing the distance, that's where he gets most of his knockouts.
And again, Shogun doing a nice job defensively covering up, but that right hand appeared to find its home for Hendo.
Henderson did a nice job there backing Shogun up as he executed that combination, but again, Shogun goes right back to work with that jab.
Hendo continues to try to size up that right hand. Shogun able to slip that offering there.
It's still Shogun Rua dictating the pace and the tempo of this round right now with his jab and leg kicks. Henderson sitting back and waiting just a little too much. But But again, as we all know, Henderson holds a big stick of dynamite in that right hand.
Shogun establishing that jab continuously. Oh! Huge right hand for Hendo! Shogun trying to recover! Dan Henderson has done it! Hendo has done it! Adding another chapter to his legendary career!
Just when you think it's over, the right hand of Dan Henderson explodes, and there you see the effects of it. Incredible timing on a right hook. Flush to the nose of Shogun as they break the clinch.
And the fans here in attendance are stunned. Dan Henderson recovering from some early knockdowns to make it 2 wins over Shogun Rua. Let's get to the move of the fight. It is brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE is $40 period.
And here they're clinched up, and right on the exit, Dan Henderson throws a haymaker of a right hook and finishes up. Shogun's got a hold of the leg, but Herb Dean recognizes just how hurt Shogun was. And when he stops this fight, this is a great stoppage. Shogun's gonna collapse back in agony. Flush to the nose, a vicious right hook from Dan Henderson. No matter what happens, how old he gets, that right hand can finish anybody.
And how about the wherewithal from Dan Henderson when he believed Shogun Rua was out, got that message to Herb Dean.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 31 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Dan Henderson.
Cannot wait to get this started. 5 rounds of fighting for the featherweight title. Aldo, Mendes. Here we go. Blue trunks for Chad Mendes. Green trunks for Jose Aldo. Mendes with the early leg kick.
He's putting pressure on him right away. The whole theme of his training camp was to make Aldo work. Aldo is, in my opinion, most dangerous in the first round. And Mendes really wants to mimic the game plan of Frankie Edgar. And we saw in that first round, Edgar took a lot of damage from Aldo via jab and leg kicks, but
Nice combination by the champion.
Oh.
Nice counter.
Vicious body shot landed by Aldo.
Oh, he caught him with that left, Brian.
That's the danger. When you want to make him work, this is what happens. You awake the sleeping giant.
Looking to sweep the leg again. Jose Aldo got clipped.
He also landed a nice right hand right before he got caught with an overhand of his own.
A lot of kicks early for Mendes. Oh! Aldo down for a moment and
Big
right
left
back
hook.
up.
Big left hook by Mendes. That stunned him.
And that makes a statement early.
It certainly does.
Oh, just missed with that uppercut. Mendes says, I am now a complete mixed martial artist.
And you could see a lot of confidence on the face of Chad Mendes right now.
Yeah, he'll unleash now. Not just wrestling, the striking, the clinch game, everything in his arsenal.
Well, he's got to be careful because at any moment Jose Aldo can strike, as Chad learned in his first fight.
Chad said, I got complacent literally for a second, and it cost me the fight. Good left again by Mendes.
Chad worked extensively on checking leg kicks. We saw it in Jose Aldo's fight against Chan Sung Jung. He only kicked the Korean Zombie once and broke his foot because he kicked so hard.
Well, the kicking display against Uriah Faber was at times hard to watch. Jose was so dominant against the California Kid. The California Kid so tough he was hanging in there.
Yeah, his entire leg turned purple after that fight.
TJ Dillashaw shocked the world, defeating Henry Barao. Can his teammate do it tonight here in Rio?
Another nice leg kick there from Mendes, but he eats a body kick from Aldo.
Just about to the midway point of the first of a potential 5 5-minute rounds.
Interesting to see Mendes is standing right in front of Aldo. Talking this week, that was not something he wanted to do. He wanted to cut more angles and work around the more stationary fighter in Jose Aldo.
He also wants that pressure factor. He wants to be in the face of Jose Aldo, and he is so far.
He is doing that. He is making Aldo work, no doubt.
Mendes, that 5-fight win streak, 4 of the wins by knockout, 4 straight, in fact. On the counter with the left.
Oh, another nice left hand from Mendes. Ooh, huge
Big
combination there from
by
Aldo. Everything Aldo lands hurts,
And
but there you
Mendes
see.
with a smile, which means it probably hurt.
Yeah, shrugs it off.
There's the first big leg kick. Aldo gets out of the way of the kick from Mendes.
He checked that nicely with his knee. Oh,
Aldo to the body.
Aldo went to the body, but he ate a beautiful counter left hook, and a nice combination there from Chad Mendes.
Yeah, the hands just look very, very good so far for Mendes. Bang Ludwig has been such a huge factor at Team Alpha Male.
And interesting for this camp, Dwayne Ludwig actually wasn't there with Mendes for the last month. But so far, so good in gaining the respect of Aldo on the feet.
Well, Martin Kampman doing a nice job with the striking as well. Accidental eye poke. Chad's hyped up.
Well, this is exactly what he doesn't want. He doesn't want Aldo getting a chance to rest. He wants to keep the pace high. And you can see right there, he's trying to get his range and block those punches and parry him, and his fingers are wide and catches Aldo right in the eye. But this is the exact opposite of what Mendes wants. That's why he wants to get this thing started. He wants to keep that pace high. The only chinks in the armor of Jose Aldo we've seen come in rounds 4 and 5, like the Hominick fight, like the Frankie Edgar fight.
Both which, by the way, he still won.
Oh.
Aldo comes out strong. Mendes right in his face again.
Wow.
Look at that combination.
Oh, huge knee. He
Mendes.
eats it. Oh, look how fast Aldo gets back up.
Mendes put him down. Aldo just bounces right back to his
Oh!
big left hook by Jose Aldo.
He lands again on top.
Trying to finish Mendes.
Mendes has got to try and control all those wrists here and recover.
That's another big left.
Oh, and he's in the mouth.
20 seconds on the clock. He rocked him. And Mendes is out.
This is the danger when you want to make the champ work. This is how he works.
Put another left on the side of the head of Mendes. Uppercut.
Chad still hasn't recovered.
Oh my!
That was way after the buzzer.
Mendes light on his feet again. What do you say about trying to tame the tiger?
Well, he said, don't hit it with a twig.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the referee's job when he knows that buzzer's coming. He's got to get in between the fighters when they're exchanging like that.
Mendes scored early, looks confident, but Jose Aldo able to push it to that gear.
And he
And
rocked
again,
him.
Mendes says, okay, I've improved a lot. Jose hasn't. I say to you again, Brian, though, how much more can he improve?
Oh. His technique is as sound as it gets. He showed there when he puts out a lot of output, he hurts people bad. He hurt Chad very badly twice in that round, and Chad would be very wise to try and keep this in the clinch or get it to the mat.
Mendes said accidental.
You know, it's accidental, but, you know, in round 1, when he poked Aldo in the eye, it benefited Jose Aldo. This could very well benefit Mendes. He may not have recovered from that right hand yet. Oof. Went for the knee and the toes. Ouch.
We've had 9 Brazilian champions in UFC history. The only one active is Jose Aldo. And Chad Mendes wants to make it an American sweep. They continue. So quick. So
Wow.
is Aldo.
Both of these guys are incredible athletes.
Longtime soccer player, Jose Aldo.
Mendes moving a lot more now here in round 2 than he was in round 1.
And he's switching his stance often as well.
Now, he's doing what he wanted to do and making Aldo work. If he can survive this round, We'll see how much of the gas tank is left for Jose Aldo, who's known to fade a little bit because he cuts so much weight to get to 145 pounds.
Mendes, a little bit of red on that left leg. But he wants to keep that leg in and out, so Aldo just can't start to tee off on it.
And that's part of the reason why Mendes is switching stances so much.
Absolutely.
Get that left leg out of harm's way. I don't care what weight class it is. If Jose Aldo hits you in the leg, that would drop heavyweight.
Nicely done, Jose Aldo. A little classic Muay Thai there. Checked.
Here's what Aldo wants.
Oh, Mendes says, I got that kick.
But this is what Aldo wants. He wants Mendes standing in front of him. This is where he excels. You give Jose Aldo a stationary target, he will unleash combinations that are devastating.
To the body. Mendes again.
Nice body kick.
With that lead left, and he switches with the right side.
Very smart of Chad Mendes to start attacking the body of Aldo if his game plan is to attrit him.
That's a heavy leg kick.
And missed, though.
Just past the midway point of the second round of this championship fight.
And see, this is the pace where the champ gets criticized a little bit. Did tremendous damage to finish round one when he was being offensive. Now he's kind of happy to counter and use that laser jab of his.
17-fight winning streak for Aldo. Has not lost since 2005.
Look at that jab, unbelievable. So fast. Really put that on display in the Frankie Edgar fight. Oh, huge combination countered there by Chad Mendes.
Mendes again, that kick was checked. To the body.
Oh.
Vicious hook to the body by Aldo. See if Jose keeps the combinations going or starts to go one punch at a time.
Not a whole lot of takedown attempts from Chad Mendes, and again, that's just due to the takedown defense of Jose Aldo. Gray Maynard has gone down there to train with those guys and come back saying, look, I'm a 155-pounder and a big one at that, and I couldn't get Jose down. And that's in training when guys are tired.
Yeah.
I asked his coach, Andre Pedner, said, hey, does anybody get Jose down? He says, only when I get him really, really tired. Some of the guys from the Brazilian national wrestling team can get him down, but it's usually at the end of practice and they can't hold him down.
Yeah, after 10 rounds for Aldo, right?
Yeah.
Pretty even round two.
Ooh, another nice body shot by Aldo.
You see a little swagger and some confidence in Mendes.
Yeah, well, now he's recovered. He's recovered from that late combination in round one.
Oh, head kick.
I was surprised that Aldo didn't come out a little bit more aggressive in trying to capitalize on the fact that he hurt Mendes so bad.
Mendes tried to stutter step in. The best footwork at Team Alpha Male possessed by the bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw.
Certainly.
Final seconds of the round.
Oh, nice left hand there from Mendes right as he switches stances. Can't say enough about the recovery of Chad Mendes.
Uriah Faber, Andre Fili won earlier tonight. He also a member of Team Alpha Male.
Oh,
Aldo comes out swinging.
everything he throws is so vicious.
Checked. Pedernera said to Jose Aldo, you're up 2-0. And another poke. That's a danger of pushing away with that open hand.
It is. Aldo getting a little frustrated as well.
I think it was the left eye the first time, now it's the right eye.
Yeah, and Chad's just, he's got to tighten up those fingers when he's in close like that.
Listen good, okay? You have to think about your technique. That's 2 times now. No. Listen to me, please. Think about your technique. I know. I know you're not doing it on purpose. If it happens again, I will be forced to take a point. Please think about your hands, okay? Thank you. Okay. 2 times I told him he has to think about his technique, okay? This is accidental. If it happens again, I'm going to be forced to take a point. You understand? Concentrate on your fight. Thank you.
Marc Goddard taking control of the situation. Accidental. The battle continues. But if it happens again, a point deduction to Mendes, and that could be huge if this fight goes the distance.
These guys are chucking now. Oh, huge left hand there, lands right in the bridge of the nose of Aldo.
Very early here in round 3. Oof. Just missed with that left hook.
The speed of the champion is incredible. Nice body shot there from Aldo.
Combinations like Andre Pedernera's called for. The only featherweight champion in UFC history. Switching back and forth again.
When Aldo feints a little bit before his combinations, he's disrupting the rhythm there of Aldo, and that's having some success landing his shots. When he stands straight like this is where he eats a lot of those jabs from Aldo.
Coming into tonight, Aldo has never been knocked down. Caught him with that quick hook.
It looked like he was knocked down from that left hand in round 1, so that's
why I
out the
said
window.
coming into tonight. Pressuring is the champion.
When Aldo decides to get off first, it is tough to stop.
Oh my. And this is a case, Brian, of Chad Mendes could still very well win this fight. But this is a case of Chad Mendes going, I've improved exponentially, but still Jose Aldo has an answer.
Yeah, no, this fight's not unwinnable for either man right now. With the way these guys are throwing, it wouldn't surprise me to see one of them unconscious before the end of this 5th round.
Aldo has won 9 straight title fights. 9-0 in fights scheduled for 5 rounds. Just past the midway point of this championship bout.
And Aldo's coach told him, he said, make sure you finish the round well. Wants him to close these rounds. With 2 minutes left, we'll see how active he is in that last minute.
Make that statement in the judges' minds.
Not that many kicks from Aldo.
And not that many takedown attempts by Mendes. Oh, got him.
Oh, and again, he's forward. The champ is
Aldo's
stunned.
rocked. But he answers.
And Chad's got to be careful going in there with his hands low.
Jose got him. Exactly what we talked about.
Oh, big knee.
What a sequence. Big shots by Aldo.
Both of these guys are still rocked.
Mendes.
Oh, the takedown defense of Aldo is just incredible.
Absolutely.
Even when Chad ducks under the punches, gets in on the hips, he just can't even move him backwards.
Aldo's looking at Marc Goddard saying, is he intelligently defending himself? And Marc said yes.
Yeah, he's wishful thinking there. It wasn't long enough. But oh, another big left hook to the champ, and again. Oh!
Mendes, this is the best thing he can do is tie up Aldo right here.
Very smart.
Foot stomp.
That shows he wasn't that rocked by that left hook if he's able to duck under and get that high crotch and get the lift.
Old school foot stomp. And as you mentioned, Aldo suffered a broken foot. It was on a kick against Chan Sung Jung.
Now, anything that Chad can do to maintain this position so that Marc Goddard doesn't separate them, whether it be knees.
Right in front of Bang Ludwig.
Boy, what recovery by Aldo. He was hurt bad.
Mendes missed on the last few. Got him on that one. But you said it, Brian. He's got to be careful still. Don't drop the hands, and boom, Aldo scored.
They're in there talking to each other. Mendes just said something, and both guys smiled at each other.
I mean, there was some bad blood back and forth, but the reality is these two guys respect each other.
Yeah, especially when you knock each other around like this.
Wow, what a round. And it's worthy of note that Jose Aldo is 5-0 in 5-round fights that go the distance. Still got a long way to go before we get there.
We've never seen the champ endure that much damage in the first 3 rounds before. but several times now he's rocked Chad Mendes.
The Rio de Janeiro fans trying to support the native of Manaus.
Mendes listened to Bang Ludwig. He asked for more movement. We'll see if Aldo will finish his combinations with more kicks like Andre Pedernera's asked for.
Team Alpha Male works so long and so hard to get a UFC belt to Sacramento. They have a chance tonight to get their second inside the gym by beating another brilliant Brazilian. Barao, TJ Dillashaw, Mendes, and Aldo here tonight.
And it just shows how hard it is to win that belt. And they finally got their first belt with TJ Dillashaw in such a talented camp. American Top Team, one of the best camps in the world, has never had a UFC belt.
Especially considering how dominant a fighter Uriah Faber had been over the years. To the body.
Punch, that was a punch. The hand was closed.
Aldo tried to say that was an eye poke. Mark Goddard on top of it said it was a punch. Nice uppercut there from Mendes again.
Chad does need to be careful, though, because in a close fight like this, a point deduction could be costly.
Huge. It would be absolutely huge, and crazy to think that he could get a point deduction for an eye poke, and Aldo didn't get one for 2 late punches that rocked the challenger badly after round 1.
Great point. But he get the point deduction for a 3rd eye poke. 3 minutes.
Oof. Another nice jab, and look at the left eye of Jose Aldo. And
he's saying accidental headbutt. And Goddard saying, let's just fight. Uppercut again. A lot of bleeding out of the left eye, or under the left eye of Jose Aldo. There's a little cut near the forehead. See that on the hairline of Mendes? So there might have been an accidental headbutt.
Yes.
But the action continues.
Well, the initial, what Jose Aldo thought was a poke in the eye was actually an uppercut from Chad Mendes. Able to see the replay here. Maybe we'll be able to show it to you guys in between rounds at home.
Much different than fight 1 that ended with 1 second on the clock in the very first round.
Yeah, well, when I asked Aldo about the striking improvements from Mendes, he said, all I see is a right hand. He's got no other weapons. I am sure Jose Aldo's opinion has changed now.
Aldo trying to turn the corner. Mendes with that huge windup.
He's starting to look.
Saying he might have gotten poked.
He's starting to look for that uppercut a little too much. You gotta be careful Aldo doesn't hit him with a left hook.
Mark Goddard says, nope, continue to fight, boys. Checked.
Nice right hand counter there from Aldo.
Every round has been close, Brian.
It has. You know, I think this is, out of all those rounds, this may be the one that most definitely being won by Mendes right now. Oh, a nice combination there from Mendes again.
You know, Mendes, the attacker, the aggressor.
Ooh, big
here
right
in this
hand.
round.
Now, in round 1 is tough to score. Both guys hurt each other, but the most significant damage actually came after the bell. How did the judges score round 1?
Just missed with the right.
And Aldo has not gone back to those kicks like his coach has asked for. We saw that in his last fight as well, where it really hurt his foot when he just kicked so hard that when you check him like he just did to Mendes, it does tremendous damage to his own foot.
And he said pre-fight, I'm gonna land some kicks, I'm gonna change the complexion of this fight, I'm gonna beat him again. Under 30.
Ooh, another nice combination from Aldo. He's really trying to close this round. He just misses on the double knee.
Well, that shows he's still got some cardio in the tank and explosiveness.
There's no doubt he's still throwing with plenty of power.
Mark Goddard right on top of the action. He wants to jump right in.
Badly in a couple, also rocked the champion as well. It's been back and forth. And this final round could very well decide the winner of this fight.
5 minutes remain. Mendes strikes first. Caught him with the left. And again, two hooks have connected to the jaw of Jose Aldo.
That right hand that Aldo just landed on Mendes seemed to stop Mendes right in his tracks.
Aldo came to Rio de Janeiro at age 17 with literally nothing.
His story is remarkable. Him living on the gym, cleaning the gym.
Grew up in the tough streets of Manaus.
And that's really the story of almost all the fighters in Nova União.
Trying to put it
beautiful.
down. And he does. Aldo looking at Andre Pederneiras.
Excellent timing on that double leg by Mendes.
Chad's got to stay busy here. Try to advance.
Doesn't want to lose this position. The referee standing him up. He's got to try and get one of his arms around the head of Aldo and then rotate him away from the fence. He's going to try to do it around his waist, and you can see Aldo getting his legs back to the fence now.
Can Chad earn points from this position, Brian? Or is he better off standing and trading with Aldo?
Now, he's controlling the position right now, so yes, but he's allowing Aldo to rest a little bit, which could come back to bite him if Aldo's able to get up.
And if Mendes is behind on the scorecards, he's got to finish this fight, obviously.
Yeah, I would think Mendes
That's an if.
needs. Yeah,
Yep.
I think Mendes needs to win this round.
I agree. At the very least. Aldo pushing forward still. Just over 3 minutes remain. Oh, nice combination. The champion with the knee. And he slides out of harm's way. Watch out, Chad Mendes.
Incredible. He catches the knee to the chest, goes for the takedown, Aldo still able to recover.
This may be the largest test of the UFC featherweight champion's career. And he hasn't gassed out.
No, and I'll agree with that. You know, the Mark Hominick fight, he gassed out.
Yes, and that was kind of my point, right?
He had a lot of trouble cutting the weight, almost passed out doing some of the promotions for that fight the week of. He's never taken damage like this, but he has weathered it and landing some beautiful combinations here in round 5.
And as I mentioned earlier, Jose Aldo 5-0 in 5-round fights that go the distance. Uppercut. 2 minutes remain. Oh, rocked again with the right hand.
Oh, nice
Both
jab
men
from
going
Mendes.
for the finish. And if we get to the last 30 seconds of this fight, watch out. Buckle up.
Just shows the kind of conditioning these two men have, that they've been able to recover.
Aldo turns the corner nicely. 90 seconds remain.
You see Mendes, both guys exhausted, but Mendes sitting right in front of Aldo here a little bit too much.
Chad tried that lead left hook. Ducks under.
Excellent timing.
Look at the takedown defense of Aldo, though.
That's not a groin shot. That's not a groin shot.
Mendes has got a minute.
1 minute remains in our championship fight. The rematch.
Very close fight. I think both men can try and steal the round right now. I would put Jose Aldo ahead so far in round 5.
Jose has been pushed, as you said, Brian, perhaps unlike never before, but he's had the answer.
Now, so many of these rounds have been close. Both guys getting hurt. I'm glad I'm not a judge and instead sit next to you tonight.
Uppercut. 20 seconds.
Another nice leg kick check by Aldo.
10 seconds remain. Swing and a miss.
Oh, nice right hand from Mendes.
Pushing forward. They go the distance in the rematch here in Rio
And there's
that, my
respect.
friend, was a great championship fight.
Incredible, back and forth. Both guys adapting to the other's skills and game plan.
The lone Brazilian champion, modern day in the UFC, Pedro Rizzo with Jose Aldo. Let's go all the way back to the first round and break it down, Brian.
Well, right away, we knew that Mendes wanted to push the pressure. And there he is, right at the beginning of the round. Hits Aldo with a nice left hook, but then he knocks down Mendes. Big uppercut there from the champion. Really putting on, that was the end of round one after the buzzer, but had Mendes rocked badly. Round two, nice body shot there from the champion. Really was just back and forth striking. Beautiful head kick. In round three, there is one of many huge uppercuts landed by the challenger. They followed up with two of those left hooks and stunned the champion. Came forward, thought he was gonna finish Aldo, and then Aldo rocked Mendes. Back and forth. And then round four, really the most dominant, I believe, by Chad Mendes. Really was getting off first, moving, being very smooth with his combinations. And round five, Aldo landed several very nice punches, but a big double leg there from Mendes. Nice combination there from the champion. Defends the takedown. Tough one to score, but back and forth, incredible job.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-46 for the winner. And still, the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
Pederneiras for Abel Trujillo.
Jamie Varner has a long, straight right hand. He throws it and moves and covers distance with it very well. And that's one of the punches that he caught Edson Barboza with, really stunned him.
Joe, you were talking during the walk-ins. It was 2010, that really bad year for Varner when he was burnt out and almost quit the sport. Gotta be careful. Trujillo throws big time.
He throws hard, but so does Varner.
Yes.
And this is a very interesting matchup. Very interesting to see what strategy Trujillo applies, whether or not it becomes a wrestling match. Good right hand there by Varner.
Varner had been out of the UFC for over 5 years when he came back to fight Barboza.
And Trujillo hits hard, but Varner is the more technically skilled striker.
21 total wins for Jamie Varner, 11 for Abel Trujillo.
There's a nice kick by Varner, but a good shot by Trujillo too. These guys are swinging.
Yeah, they are. Nicely done.
Varner got tagged.
Got tagged big time. Varner again taking this fight on a bit of short notice for Bobby Green.
How many weeks did he have to prepare for this?
He had about a month. And early on, he really had to work on his conditioning, but the reports out of Phoenix were by this time, he was in a pretty good spot, Joe, both mentally and physically.
Well, you know, these guys are swinging.
Yeah, they are. Counter left hook.
I mean, these are not short technical strikes they're throwing.
No, this is Gilbert Melendez, Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, these are, what did you say about my mother punches? And Trujillo gets this clinch.
Can he get the takedown?
No, he does not. Jamie's got his back.
Jamie is excellent on the ground.
He certainly is. Over-under for Varner. He rolls him to take the back. Beautifully done by Jamie Varner. Very nice technique. Trujillo got to be careful as he's trying to get back up to his feet that he doesn't expose himself to the hooks. Jamie trips him. Good control by Varner. He's losing it now, though. He's got to turn and get his weight on him. He does not really have much weight on him here.
Varner has finished 18 of his 21 wins, 9 by submission, 9 by knockout or TKO.
There's a good transition over under.
Yes.
He's looking for the north-south choke. He's in a good position for this choke. Marcelo Garcia's specialty. The north-south choke is a spectacular technique, especially early in the fight like this when both guys are dry. Abel's in big trouble here. He's in real big trouble.
Can they lock it in, Joe?
It's locked in. I mean, it's all a matter of whether or not Abel can defend it or Jamie can cut the blood off to his brain right now. What Jamie really needs to do is get his right lat on the left side of the face. See how he's adjusting? What he's trying to do is get more of his body on the side of Abel's face. The more you see Abel's face go under Jamie's body, the less effective the technique is. The more the head is on the outside of the lat, he really wants to scoot his body a little bit more to the side to try to drop his weight down a little bit. You see that space between Jamie's upper body and the mat? He wants to eliminate that space. He wants to get to the side, get it tucked deep in, and then drop all his. Now it's a little tighter. See how he's dropping his body weight down?
Yeah, you can see right there.
Yeah, that's tighter. That's tighter. Abel's in more trouble now. The further Jamie gets to Jamie's, see now, he wants to get that lat to all the way to the side of Abel's head.
Trying to reposition
He doesn't like it. Jamie doesn't like it. He's using too much energy, so he's trying to transition to the mount, and he lost the position entirely.
And a big swing as he stands up by Abel Trujillo, light on his feet.
It's a very technical choke. He caught him with a nice left hook there.
And again, on the top of the head. Varner swinging. Trujillo swinging to the benches.
These guys are going for it.
How are Jamie's arms right now?
Well, most likely his right arm's very tired.
Okay.
But, you know, it all depends. You know, it depends on how much economy he used in that squeeze. We don't know if he was squeezing full blast. We don't know if he was just using like a hold-on choke and waiting for it to be fully locked in before he committed himself 100% to it. It's hard to tell.
And how long to recover, Joe?
Well, it depends on how much he squoze.
Sure.
But he looks fine.
It's okay.
His punches are coming fast.
And Trujillo's looking for the home run hit.
Oh, nice knee by Abel. Nice knee by Abel right before the bell. Man, what a round, what a round. That north-south choke's a very technical choke, and a lot of guys do it wrong.
Round two, ready? Let's go, fight.
Round two. And they're right in the center of the octagon, ready to continue what has been a great battle.
So note that Jamie Varner did acknowledge in between rounds that his right arm is tired from trying to apply that choke. And look to see him throw a lot of lefts, a lot of jabs.
Maybe some kicks.
Yeah, try to get that arm back before he engages Trujillo in a wild brawl.
Total strikes landed. The killer with the advantage after the first round. Our stats brought to you by Dodge. Ram trucks, guts, glory, Ram.
Boy, Abel Trujillo is ultra aggressive in this fight. And against probably the most dangerous challenge.
Caught him on the counter. And again, Varner to the body.
And Trujillo's hanging in there.
Oh my, caught him with an uppercut.
Varner's hurt. And Varner's going after him now.
They both have landed, Joe.
Varner's been in these kind of wars before.
Ultra aggressive against Trujillo. Trujillo's in trouble. Varner with the ground and pound hammer fist.
Remember, his right arm is tired, and that's the one he's throwing punches with right now.
Doesn't look that tired. Now Trujillo.
Hammer fist.
Wow.
Nice hammer fist by Jamie. Good control by Varner.
And Trujillo wanted to get out of that position because of the hammer fists.
Big punches by Varner.
Varner trying to finish it here.
He should look for some kicks. He should step back and try to kick. Oh my goodness!
Trujillo trying to survive. He's in big trouble.
What a wild exchange!
Varner continuing to push the pace.
He's mixing up with knees.
Another big one. Nice counter by Trujillo.
Trujillo's still in this fight.
Abel Trujillo
Trujillo after hitting with everything but the kitchen sink, and boom! Trujillo drops the bomb on him. Let's see it again. Picture perfect, right on the point of the chin, and out go the lights.
And Joe, you had said Abel Trujillo's not out of this fight.
No, he had been tagged, but he was still throwing power shots.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by knockout, Abel Killer Trujillo.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gonna have a clean fight. Touch it. Let's do it.
Chris Weidman, Lyoto Machida. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. The winner leaves with the middleweight belt. The All-American. We are underway. Tonight's clock brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Southpaw Machida in the dark trunks. Blue and white trunks for the champion, Chris Weidman.
Right away, Weidman opens up with kicks, 3 in a row. Very interesting.
Weidman very confident in his skills everywhere in a fight. He's worked diligently to be a better striker, to be better at submissions. He was already an excellent wrestler.
Yeah, he's deceptively good at distance, Mike. That's one of the things about him, the way he moves in and out before he commits to striking. Very good at distance.
We once said before, though, charging in on Lyoto Machida is like running into a wood chipper. So you got to be careful how you approach Lyoto Machida, a man you cannot emulate in camp.
Well, that's why I was shocked that right away he was attacking with kicks. And Lyoto yet to open up.
It's kind of Lyoto's game plan most times, Joe. He feels it out, tries to see the openings, and then attacks.
Well, it could be that opening up, the strategy could be with these kicks, that he wants Lyoto to attempt to counter, and then that is where he's going to initiate the takedown from.
Got it.
And there's the kick. Yup, exactly what we thought. Right away, he's deep in on a single, but Lyoto
fights
defends
it off
very nicely. But as we suspected, that was probably the strategy.
Caught the leg, took him down for just a split second, though.
So look for Lyoto to be far more judicious with his kicks now. Nice inside kick by the champion.
Weidman again.
Ooh.
That time Machida walked into him, cut it off.
Lyoto just missed with that straight left.
Long left of Weidman. Clips the chin of Lyoto Machida. This is what Chris wants to do, cut off the octagon, Joe. Another good kick.
And Lyoto is trying to catch him as he throws that kick, time him with that left hand. But he's been unable to time it correctly so far. But tremendous pressure by Weidman.
Weidman switched his stance for a moment. Lyoto was circling away from the left leg.
And this is Weidman's style, constant pressure, staying on top of you. And it makes it very difficult for a guy like Lyoto to set up the counter.
Again with a kick.
And 2 in a row.
Weidman's never been outstruck in his professional career. He's off to a good start here against Machida. The 2 fights against Anderson Silva.
There he counted with that left. Landed clean. Ate a kick first, though.
Both ended early. Weidman's been scheduled many times for 5. He's never gone the 5-round distance. In fact, he hasn't gone past the 2nd round, Joe.
Lyoto looked for that high kick, though, but he was a bit out of balance.
Lyoto circles away again, yep.
He timed that kick, snuck in on it, but missed with the counter.
Not there. Just over a minute on the clock in round one. Machida, lead uppercut, nothing there either. July 4th weekend and a lot of support for the All-American.
Lyoto is having a bit of a problem with the pressure, Mike.
That's
Looking
what Chris
for his timing.
That's what Chris said, threw Anderson Silva off as well.
He threw a kick to the body, Chris caught it, but Lyoto got his leg back.
30. And Chris is an undefeated fighter. And he carries the confidence and bravado of one. Not arrogant, but confident. Final seconds. Just getting out of harm's way was Machida of that right hand.
Fell a bit short.
Round two.
Nice inside leg kick by Machida.
Yep. Ray Longo very pleased with Weidman's performance thus far. The elusiveness, the unorthodox attack. Longtime teammates Anderson Silva and Lyoto Machida can be similar at times.
That kick blocked by Chris Weidman. And again, as Weidman's corner was saying, the way he's backing up and moving, he can't win a fight like that. Keep the pressure on him.
We'll get him, he said. We'll get him.
Very confident corner of Chris Weidman's.
As you and I talked about, they had high praise many, many years ago.
Good short left landed there by Weidman.
Again, Weidman trying to be the aggressor. Lyoto backpedals.
But again, Weidman claims the center of the octagon after every one of these exchanges. Lyoto can't get his back away from the cage. If you notice, this has been the trend in the first and the second round. Weidman controlling the center, giving Lyoto very little room to move backwards, forcing him to sort of run to get to the sides. Good counter right over the top by Weidman.
Not that
good kick to the body by Lyoto.
different than what he did with Anderson, too, to take him out of his game.
But his pressure is most certainly relentless.
No question.
But Lyoto's got to do something to try to claim the center. Give himself some more space.
The one thing Lyoto does very well is he covers ground. He's in and out as good as anybody, but we haven't seen it yet.
Well, Weidman limits your movement so severely. When a fighter realizes, here's good for Lyoto. How long can he hold it?
Right. Chris goes
That
for
was
the
a
kick.
nice inside leg kick. But slowly but surely, Chris starts to pressure him and get him back to that cage again.
Machida trying to get in a little bit.
The more they can stand like this, the more Machida can get comfortable.
Chris keeping a hand in his face at all times. Be it the lead right from the southpaw or the left from the orthodox. There it is. There it is again.
Yeah, Lyoto tried to leap in with that right hand, but it did not land clean. Jumping front kick by Weidman. And again, claims the center of the cage.
21 career wins for the former light heavyweight champion, Lyoto Machida. Weidman a perfect 11-0, 7-0 in the UFC. And Joe, that's worthy of mention. 4 fights into your pro career, and you're fighting in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty exceptional right off the bat. And one of those pro victories before the UFC was a knockout victory over Uriah Hall.
Yep.
I mean, he's been pretty awesome, pretty quick.
See who's landing at a better percentage thus far. It is Lyoto Machida.
Good left over the top by Lyoto.
But more punches have landed from Chris Weidman. Accuracy is good. Now Lyoto's got to up.
And there's a shot again. This time he's got him down.
Up the frequency of his strikes and defend Weidman on top here. Final minute of round 2.
They're right in front of Chris Weidman's corner. An excellent place for Weidman to be on top.
Then again, you can hear Matt Serra pretty much anywhere in the octagon. Final 30 of round number 2 here.
And here comes the ground and pound by Chris Weidman. Lyoto's in trouble.
This is where Chris is bigger and stronger.
Not a lot of time left.
I mean, even when Lyoto was at 205, Weidman might still be physically
nice
bigger.
knees by Weidman.
He's got the head trap, not anymore. Lyoto takes some punishment here at the end of the second. Round 3. Again, a very confident corner of Chris Weidman. His father, Charlie, in the corner. Jean Vellante, his teammate, coming off a Fight of the Night victory last week in New Zealand. Sticks the jab in the face of the Dragon.
Lyoto tries to go up high, but blocked by Weidman.
Faked the middle, Joe, and then he went on the outside.
And there's a shot again.
Got out. Chris Weidman did exactly what he wanted to do. He defeated Anderson Silva twice. But still, even he knows there's some validation that comes with tonight's potential win over the former champion Machida. Just because of the way those fights ended. Chris hasn't let anything bother him, Joe. He just forges ahead, and he says, I'll knock down whoever they put in front of me.
Lyoto is opening up with some kicks in this round. That left kick to the body particularly effective because of the differences in their stances. Chris being orthodox in his approach, and Lyoto fighting for the southpaw position. It opens up that back power kick to the body.
Stuffed again. Can he? Nope, not that time.
Big takedown for the champion.
Second of the fight for Chris Weidman.
Right into the guard of Machida. Machida with his feet on the hips. See if he can push off. As he pushes off, he's got to be careful about Weidman's leg attacks.
A long-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Lyoto Machida. 2-0 at 185. Seventh time Machida's been scheduled for 5 rounds. He's gone the distance twice.
Weidman, if he gets his left leg free, is going to try to take the back of Machida. He's holding on with the over-under. Now he's got the back. Machida's going to try to pop that right shoulder out and slip out. Big knee by Weidman.
Yep, and Lyoto's free. Lyoto Machida, Chris Weidman. Just past the midway point of this title fight.
Excellent combination by the champion. A lot of pressure now coming from Weidman.
That is one of his MOs, is that relentless pressure. He got
Big
clipped.
right hand.
And Lyoto's free again. There's a cut.
That was the punch that Weidman landed in that exchange. He landed another big right hand and a left behind it.
A lot of time to work.
Lyoto with a nice knee to the body.
And Weidman takes him down again. He is the bigger middleweight. And as we said before, Joe, even if they were meeting at 205, I think still Weidman would be the bigger of the two men.
Yeah, absolutely. He's enormous for a middleweight.
Yeah.
It's not an easy cut for him at all. When he was being interviewed yesterday, you could see the strain on his face. It's a hard weight cut for sure.
For sure.
And he's got Lyoto's back once more.
And he's opened up the cut with that right hand that you talked about. A minute on the clock here in round 3.
And they're up again and down again.
Lyoto is trying to look up to check the clock as well as protect himself. 45 seconds. He's in front of his corner, and he takes a look at Rafael Cordero.
Lyoto's saying that he's got his, or excuse me, Weidman's saying that Lyoto has his fingers in Weidman's gloves. And now Weidman is covering up the nose of Lyoto Machida.
Under 30. Lyoto trying to get up again. He's out.
Lyoto is a bloody mess.
Yep.
And he's getting battered.
Ten seconds. Watch for a potential head kick.
Yeah, you can see him trying to set something up from the left side. Either a kick or a knee. There's the kick.
Especially into the round, he didn't have to worry about being taken down as much.
Chris Weidman.
And this, by far, as deep as Weidman has gone in his professional career. Previously, hadn't gone past the second round. 4th time scheduled for 5 rounds, championship rounds. Machida and Weidman for the belt at 185. A little tape hanging out of the right glove of Chris Weidman. He doesn't want to give Lyoto any time to get things started, Joe. But Machida has to know that the judges have favored Weidman thus far, and there's only 2 rounds left.
Yeah, he's got to win by stoppage, one way or another. A kick, a submission, a punch. Nice one to the body.
Those do damage. Generally, Machida absorbs fewer strikes than pretty much anybody in UFC history. Weidman's tagged him a lot tonight.
Good knee to the body by Weidman in that exchange.
And there you see the numbers to validate what we were just talking about. There you go.
Machida caught him on the left.
Turned up the intensity on that last combination.
He attempted that knee, but Weidman caught him.
And
he got him down again.
For now. Wide base by Machida. Trying to work his way back up.
Beautiful job by Machida springing out of there.
Lyoto's done some things very good, Joe, but he's not been able to gain the momentum from Chris Weidman.
Good left hook by Lyoto.
Maybe that's the start. Because we know one thing, he's never out of a fight.
Well, he's definitely not out if he could do that.
Absolutely. And remember, Weidman, although he trains diligently,
he caught him again with a left hand in that exchange. Weidman
Just
is
missed
backing
there.
up for the first time.
Big, deep breaths being taken by Chris Weidman. Machida again.
Machida tagged him again. Weidman's hurt.
Caught him. Weidman brings him in, which means he wants him out. Lyoto's got a lot of time to work here. There goes that momentum we were talking about.
Looking for the high kick. Good one to the body.
Karate Kid starting to light up. And
another
again,
one to the body.
That's been his best strike. That kick to the body.
Tagged him again with the left hand.
A lot of confidence from the former light heavyweight champion.
He's doing a great job of keeping Weidman guessing as to whether or not it's going to be that kick or that left hand. There's the left hand again.
Look at the mouth of Chris Weidman, open a little bit now. Breathing, much heavier than earlier in this fight. Uncharted waters for the All-American. Over the top.
Good takedown
nicely
defense
done
by Lyoto.
by Machida. He came out and he fired. Just over a minute now in round 4. Now the Brazilians become vocal. We've seen that before and it worked pretty well, didn't it? Lyoto knocking out Randy Couture in Toronto with that front kick, trying to join Couture and BJ Penn as the only men to ever win a UFC belt in 2 weight classes.
Big deep shot by Weidman, stuffed so far by Machida. Very nice by Machida.
Lyoto has stuffed 8 of 12 takedown attempts. A lot of pressure from the Dragon.
Lyoto Machida attacking Chris Weidman.
The knee. Look at Lyoto. We got ourselves a fight.
Hand. Big left hand on the buzzer that stunned Weidman.
They are on their feet here inside the Mandalay Bay Event Center. 5th and final round.
Beautiful inside leg kick by Machida.
Again with the
Kick
body.
to the body.
Weidman switches his stance
And
back
Weidman
and forth.
is badly bruised on that under that right arm.
Right on the rib cage.
Right where those kicks keep landing.
Wow, a lot of support for the Brazilian.
Machida now controlling the center of the octagon, Mike.
Was that one punch last round, Joe, that we talked about. Now the momentum is with Machida, but he might need to stop this fight to win.
Well, I think he does. He either needs that or he needs a huge round that would be scored a 10-8 round. And that would just give him a draw.
4 minutes remain. Lyoto right there in his face.
Good left hand over the top by Machida. Watch for that left knee of Machida.
Is he gonna stuff another one?
Excellent takedown defense so far.
Yeah.
Beautiful job by Machida,
He's
spinning out. And
Lyoto all over him. Lyoto is the fresher of the 2 fighters.
Well, I think he did some real damage in that 4th round, Mike.
How big of a round was that?
And this is also where the weight-cutting factor comes in with Weidman. Big right hand by Weidman.
Lyoto shakes it off. Machida over the top. Weidman pressuring, which is what Ray Longo said you have to continue to do. Under 3. What a great title fight.
Weidman tagged him.
Machida coming forward though. Watch out for the knee. Midway point of the 5th and final round.
Nice leg kick by Weidman.
Wow, Chris's hands were low though, Joe. Lyoto just missed there.
Nice knee by Weidman. Oh,
good elbow.
Beautiful elbow.
That
and
hurt
left
him.
hook and a right hand.
Nicely done, Chris Weidman.
Now Lyoto's really busted up under the left eye too.
That was a really good elbow. Stepped into that elbow.
Nice left.
Lyoto still game. Under 2. Machida at 36 years old, taken down. 5th of the fight for the champion. Many have been stuffed, but this one might be the biggest of the fight. Unless Lawler were to pull an Anderson Silva, you know he'd rather be on the feet still.
Weidman looking to pressure and get that right leg out of the guard. He's sliding over, he's gonna mount. He's gonna take the back of Machida. Beautiful job in securing both hooks. Machida scrambling to try to get out of that position, but Weidman holding him in place. Now he's gonna flatten him out.
50 seconds. Lawler trying to get free, trying to get back to his feet. He can't stay in this spot, though. Lawler up. Can he get out?
Not much time left for Machida.
Nope. That was a huge minute in which Weidman had top position, Joe.
A huge minute and a lot of domination by Weidman there.
Yep.
Excellent punches, the takedown. This is the round he needed, and he's been getting. Oh,
15
right hand by
seconds.
Lyoto.
Machida trying to pull off a miracle.
Big knee by Machida.
8 seconds. Machida firing away. They go the distance.
Wow.
What a fight.
What a fight. What a fight. Wow.
They battled for 25 minutes in our main event here at UFC 175. The first time that Weidman has gone 25 minutes.
And the first time we've seen Weidman truly tested.
Yes.
He definitely got hurt, especially in the last moments of the last round.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
And here's the last round. Boom, big right hand. Big elbow by the champion. And here's the takedown. Secured the back, ground and pound. Now here's the end of the fight. Knees by Machida. Elbows, punches.
Wow.
I mean, he's just trying everything he can. Look, Weidman goes, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 49-45, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Chris Weidman.
Back, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Fight clean, fight hard, fight fair. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Best of luck to both of you.
Robbie Lawler, Matt Brown. 5 rounds of fighting in the welterweight division for a shot at the belt.
I feel like that's false advertising. I don't see how this could possibly go 5 rounds.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Here we go! The southpaw Robbie Lawler in the red trunks. Matt Brown in the black trunks.
Excellent combination by Lawler right off the bat.
Lawler has earned 19 of his 20 stoppages by knockout.
Lawler looks very comfortable and smooth in there. Matt looks a little tense. High kick attempt by Matt.
They have both
He tagged him.
Great competition, Joe, but Robbie's been there. Championship fights here in the UFC and other organizations. For Matt, this is uncharted waters.
He's been tagged several times, Matt has, so far in this opening round.
Lawler looks very sharp early.
And we know that Matt has a history of coming back, being hurt, and coming back and winning fights. But he got stunned before he even got a chance to get out of the gate. And again, tagged.
Brown's never been knocked out. He's never been knocked down by a head strike, but those body strikes, he has been susceptible to, although he came back to continue fighting.
Robbie Lawler also has the benefit of having fought so much. He's so loose and comfortable in there. And you can see it, so fluid in his movements.
Brown
good right hand by Brown.
And now he scores. And again, just missed with the uppercut.
And Robbie tagged him with a left.
Like you said, Joe, might be false advertising saying 5 rounds. Good elbow.
Excellent
There's
elbows and a
clinch.
knee inside.
And to see he's got the best clinch since Anderson Silva, that is a compliment.
Boom! Beautiful takedown by Matt. Keep an eye on the submissions of Matt Brown. It's another important part of his game that you rarely hear about. He's got Robbie tied up here. He may try to go for a Darce. If he does so, you will see his left hand slide further up and then clamp down onto his right bicep.
Brown with 21 career wins, Lawler 23. They're up.
Robbie back up to his feet.
Brown's a bit battered near his forehead.
Yeah, it looks like there's some sort of a cut in the bridge of the eyebrow. Oh, good left hook by Robbie Lawler.
Under 2 minutes here in the first. And a real frenetic pace to start this fight.
Robbie was complaining about something. Hard to hear what he said.
You're holding the glove, holding the shorts. But the battle continues. This is an area of fighting that Matt Brown likes, Joe.
It's that Muay Thai clinch. He's excellent at trips and controlling with that clinch. Elbows off that clinch. Nice.
Like that.
Nice elbow right there. That's a big aspect of Muay Thai that a lot of people are not really, they don't really understand.
Well, Anderson Silva kind of gave us a showcase, didn't he?
Yeah, if you watch real Thai fights in Thailand, a big part of it is spent in the clinch and tripping, throwing guys around. Nice elbow there again as well. Good right hand by Robbie.
And a knee behind it. Lawler took a few elbows and he just exploded on Brown. And that hurt him. Robbie broke away and made a huge statement. Brown looks at the clock.
There's that
to the
kick.
body. Spin and a miss. Oh, Lawler just missed, Joe. That may very well make Matt Brown hesitant to look at a spinning back fist later in this fight.
Nice little sidestep there by Lawler.
To the body from Brown. Good first round. Correct that. And for Robbie Lawler, his corner said, more the same. You're in good shape right now. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, live in San Jose, California, UFC Fight Night. Lawler versus Brown. This is our main event of the evening. We are in round 2. A good round 1 between these top welterweights. The winner fights Johnny Hendricks for the UFC Championship.
Very few kicks by Lawler in that first round, Mike. That one notable one to the body.
Yep.
But it is a staple of his attack, and we have not seen much from him, but Matt Brown's been mixing it up. Matt Brown mixing it up very well with elbows from the clinch, throwing a few kicks. Checked.
Robbie Lawler has finished all but 3 of his career wins. Matt Brown has finished all but 2 of his career wins. Brown got tagged a few times in round 1. He returned some good elbows, though.
Another thing that Brown's corner was talking about was they were happy that he found the range with that right hand. The one time that he connected and tagged Lawler, obviously that is a big part of their game plan. They feel like Robbie may be susceptible to that, especially coming from that southpaw stance. That was an excellent kick to the body by Brown.
There he tried to throw that spinning back fist again. Lawler able to check that left kick so far, at least the majority of the time.
There's that long straight right that Brown's looking for.
Looking for the takedown.
Robbie right back up to his feet briefly.
Trying to get up.
Matt's got him around the waist.
And can he get loose?
Robbie wants to protect against those hooks. That left hook, there he goes.
Yeah, some
And
blood
good
on
job.
the forehead of Robbie Lawler now, Joe.
Yeah. Robbie showed good awareness there, though, in that grappling exchange. Making sure he didn't leave himself open. Good left there by Lawler.
Born in San Diego, but raised in Iowa. Wrestling pretty much on a daily basis. Old school Militich fighter. The Militich fighting system.
Yeah, he's one of the last of the original Militich guys that are competing at a high level.
Absolutely.
What a history that camp has.
Oh, they were so dominant one time. They had pretty much every belt in Bettendorf. Brown up the middle. Matt Brown, competitor on season 7 of The Ultimate Fighter. Got clipped. Brown last fought May 10th. Lawler last fought May 24th.
Oh, nice spinning back kick to the body by Matt. And a good inside leg kick.
And
good combination.
Forward. Under 90 seconds, tried that elbow. Bring the shoulder down, the elbow up the middle, wanted to spin again.
Yeah, he telegraphed that and recognized that he was doing so and stopped.
Remember the first spinning back fist attempt by Brown in round 1. Lawler almost caught him.
Well, Brown is much more relaxed in this round. You can see things are moving much more fluidly for him. Nice elbow in that clinch. He's very good at leading guys and leading them into elbows in the clinch.
Well, Joe, this is by far the biggest fight of Matt Brown's life. For Robbie Lawler, it's another big fight.
Right.
Of course, it's important, but as we've said, Robbie's been here many times.
That's a very good point.
Close fight. Head strikes landed.
Oh, and there's that big kick to the body again. As we said, that Robbie's left kick would be an important factor. That also goes for Matt's right kick. Basically, when you got fighters that are standing in opposite stances, one with the left forward, one with the right forward, it opens up that power kick off the backside significantly. It becomes a much bigger weapon. And there, Robbie threw it to the body. And I think he hurt Matt there. That's a strong kick to the body.
Final seconds of round 2.
Again.
And again.
Faked it and then threw it again.
Men have scored. Both men have took punishment, but they are far from beaten. Both men known for their great ability to recover. Looking for the takedown. Really working for it. Brown.
Big drive by Brown.
Matt Brown's average fight time coming into tonight, about 8.5 minutes.
Hard elbow by Lawler there in the clinch, Mike. And that cut, Matt. It gave him a cut above his right eyebrow.
Again, making your opponent get punished when they're looking for a takedown. Good counter by Lawler.
Excellent right hand and good distance by Lawler, sliding just out of the way and then coming back with power shots. And he's looking for that left kick as well, Mike.
There it is. Good call, Joe, because he connected. Matt's got to keep that arm pinned, that right arm pinned to his rib cage, and then make sure he doesn't get punched by the left. Pick your poison.
There's
there
that kick again.
A little higher that time.
Well, as he slams it into the arms, it'll also take away a lot of the offense of Matt Brown.
Absolutely.
And that was something that he used against Ellenberger. Several times in the beginning of the first round, he slammed that left kick into the arms, and that took a lot out of the power. And there it is again. That hurts like hell.
Nice uppercut on the way in.
To hold pads for a guy like Lawler hurts. To take it on the forearm like that is just brutal.
To think about holding pads hurts.
There was a good short right hook there by Robbie.
This is where Lawler's technique is so outstanding. And like crew Mark Delagrati said many times, he likes his fighters after a few minutes when, you know, all that nervous energy goes away and they just get into the things that they work on every day automatically.
Well, that seemed to be what was happening with Matt in the second round, but Robbie is making a resurgence here in the third.
For sure. Second time scheduled for 5 rounds for Matt Brown. First time was his last fight against Eric Silva, and he ended that fight in the third.
And you can start to see when Robbie's looking for that kick because he starts to pick his left heel slightly up off the ground and lean a little bit more onto his right leg. It's almost imperceptible if you're fighting him because you're looking at his chest and peripherally looking at his body, but when you're analyzing it, you can kind of see it coming a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to be staring at your opponent's feet.
Good front kick to the body. Oh, did that go low?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at the replay here because there's some folks in the truck that don't think it was low. It was not low. That is not a low shot. That's not low at all.
And thus they continue quickly.
That's a body shot.
Yes, indeed.
And that's unfortunate that Robbie Lawler wasn't able to capitalize on that. Because he legitimately hurt Matt Brown there, and that was an error by Big John McCarthy.
Matt Hughes, longtime teammate, training partner, and friend of Robbie Lawler's, standing up in the first row saying, "Finish this up, Ruthless." The Hall of Famer,
There's
Matt
that kick
Hughes.
again.
He and GSP, the 2 greatest welterweights in UFC history. Now it's guys like Hendricks and Lawler and Brown who want to carry the torch.
Oh, powerful kick.
Maybe the best kick from Matt Brown.
That was a clean shot to the body.
And Robbie just walked through it.
The difference being, though, and it's a significant one, it will be less effective for Matt because it's not targeting the liver.
Yes.
Robbie's is hitting the right side of Matt Brown, which is where the left hook goes, and that big power left kick to the body really hurts when it slams into the liver. It's a big difference.
Ernesto Hoost, Boss Rutan, masters at body shots. Final minute of the third round. Second 5-rounder for Brown, 10th 5-rounder for Lawler. That is scheduled for 5 rounds. He's gone the distance just once. That was against Johnny Hendricks.
You know, this is a similar situation to what happened with Jim Miller and Donald Cerrone, where the referee thought it was a low shot. Oh, he went high with that one.
15 seconds. Another good round, Joe, for Robbie Lawler.
Oh, Matt went high there.
He went 3 against Eric Silva, finished it 2 minutes in. First time he's gone to a 4th round. Robbie Lawler, 150 significant strikes against Johnny Hendricks.
Robbie Lawler's turning it up in this round,
He's trying to match those numbers here, Joe.
But Matt Brown has excellent defense on the ground, and Robbie has to be careful in this position. Robbie has to be careful if Matt gets the underhook on that left side. Matt's pretty sneaky off of his back.
Trying to improve his position.
And now Robbie's in the full guard, trying to pass over the right leg, pushing it down, stepping over.
Half guard. There's your round by round breakdown. Significant strikes landed.
Robbie's got to be careful of that head, his head being trapped in there. Matt has an excellent guillotine.
Looking to posture up. Brown won't allow it right now. Up against the cage. Brown trying to scoot back so he can wall walk.
He's almost there.
Yep.
We're in the championship rounds here, and this is something that Matt Brown has not experienced in his professional career yet.
Yeah, not even close, Joe. 8 minutes, 28 seconds, his average fight time. Coming into
big
tonight.
shot by Lawler.
Lawler overpowering right there, and he throws him down. Lawler takes a look at the clock. Just about to the midway point of the 4th round.
Matt has got a hold. He's trying to get a hold of Robbie's arm and perhaps roll with him. Either roll under. Now he's back up. Threw a back kick.
Back on their feet. Ah, nicely done with the uppercut. Brown tried to disguise the kick. Can he get him? Nope. Robbie Lawler stuffed 4 of 6 takedown attempts. The movement of Brown looks very different than it did earlier.
You're looking for that clean, straight right. Good right hook by Robbie. And if Brown starts moving away from that right hook, look for that left kick to the body to follow afterwards.
Lawler trying to keep him moving to his right with his right punch, as Joe said. Brown trying to extend his right cross. Lawler.
There's that kick.
Under a minute now in round 4. These two men have combined 9-1 in their last 10 fights, with 8 combined knockouts.
Robbie's showing him the straight left, feinting with the straight left. He's looking to try to set something up and explode on it. But Matt's keeping the pressure on him, not letting him settle. See how he's looking for something? That's it. That's what he's looking for.
30. Brown, the winner, is 7 straight. That kick off the arms of Lawler, and he returns fire. If you look at the body language of the two fighters, it certainly appears that Robbie Lawler is the fresher of the two. According to Robbie Lawler when we were at break, this is the 5th round we needed against Hendricks. Don't let it happen again.
And also an equally direct message to the corner of Matt Brown. You got to go out there and you got to finish this guy. Go after him.
Yep, he said, be the old Matt Brown. And they are starting it out in style.
Good kick to the body by Brown, and a good right hand to the body as well.
Back and forth, and they've already fought for 20 minutes. Both men proven finishers. Neither
Nice
wants
elbow.
to leave it in the judge's hands.
Nice elbow by Brown.
Lawler over the top. Again with that elbow. The lead.
Beautiful combination, kick and then a left behind it.
And he closed the distance immediately. Robbie's gone 25 minutes once, as we mentioned, that's against Hendricks. But he looks in great condition tonight. He wants his rematch. That right hand connected. The crowd loving it here in San Jose.
Nice knee to the body by Brown.
Brown is all kinds of busted up.
But he's still attacking.
As we've become accustomed to from the Immortal One. And look at how close the total head strikes landed is.
Good kick to the body by Brown and a right hand to the body.
Robbie did a ton of visual damage, if you will, to Johnny Hendricks and didn't get the decision his way.
Good left-right by
Today
Brown.
He wants to finish it, Joe.
Halfway through the final round.
Both men.
Matt Brown is coming on strong
Absolutely.
here, Mike.
Having fun, shakes his right hand
He
out.
might have hurt himself.
Yep. He
Good
wanted
kick
to
to the
set up
body.
that kick regardless of what it took.
He hurt his right hand.
Yeah, he did. Look at that.
He's
4
not
or
even
5
throwing
lefts
it.
in a row. Watch for him to throw potentially the right elbow because of the hand injury.
Nice kick to the body.
That one buckled him a bit up against the fence.
And he threw that right hand anyway.
And again, under 2.
Tight elbow there by Brown. There's a good kick to the body. Oh, straight right hand. And it hurt him.
Yep, Robbie's head snapped back. Smile on the face of Ruthless. Just over 90 seconds remain. Lawler slips.
This is a battle.
You know what? This is exactly what we expected to see from these two guys.
But meanwhile, it may go the distance, which is crazy.
They know no other way to fight but to battle.
Left kick's coming.
And the last one he really connected with. Just over a minute now.
There it is.
Just missed with the spin, as did Brown. That we saw earlier in the fight. Spinning back fist by Brown and a counter left that almost connects by Lawler. Big, deep breaths from the Ohio native.
Another kick to the body by Lawler.
30 seconds. Buckle up. We're taking this ride all the way home. 15 seconds. Oh my! Final seconds of the fight. What a battle! What a fight!
Wow.
A spectacular performance by both Lawler and Brown.
And here you see a beautiful combination by Robbie Lawler. Just awesome exchanges throughout this fight. Right hand by Lawler. There's a left hand to the temple. Elbows from the takedown attempt. And by no means is this a one-sided contest. I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-46, and 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.